Welcome back to Rogues for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We are continuing our memorial to TopAce. The mission is Pseudopatricide. To protect ourselves and to exact revenge for what he was planning to do to us, it was clear what had to be done. Shadow must die. He must have known we were looking for him, so we just missed him in his quarters. The Blue Thunder was about to launch from the station. We had only a few minutes to catch up with him. We had little time to get to the hangar and take off after him. Our plan was as simple as it could be. Catch up with the Blue Thunder, destroy it, and get out of there before anyone comes at us with questions. As much as we helped the paranoid Rhino, we knew the station's crew wouldn't tolerate combat action in its space, so as soon as we were done with our job, we had to get out of Dodge and leave the station behind forever. We owned nothing on board the Rhino, nothing but our ships. Everything that we had, our past histories, were lost with the Japidia. It was clear that no matter what Shadow's fate was, our lives were going to change. Destroy Blue Thunder, Alex must survive, Nicholas must survive. No fighter options this time, probably because that Loki was left behind on Japidia. Some sort of old Terran weapon. He looks useful. Huh. I don't think the Avenger's better than the Subak. I don't remember, but we'll just stick with 2 Subaks because I can kill it with a bank of Tempest. So, let's hit it. We won't let you get away with this, bastard. Alex, your behavior has left me disappointed. You 3 would have had enviable careers at Bosch's side, but you didn't take the opportunity. What a waste of talent. No one crosses this and gets away with it. Cherish the last few moments of your life. What? Alright. It's not going to be that simple. It never is. All NGF propaganda. Your cover is blown. Power down your engines and will spare your lives. What? Backstabber. Shadow set us up. Alright. Claw my wing. The fucker isn't an idiot, but he didn't help himself. I set up a tracking device on his ship. Lucky for us, you've never respected private property. Coordinates arriving in 100 seconds. I know my tracking devices. We just have to wait until he reaches his destination, then it will transmit us his coordinates. Are you guys behind me? We just need to stall them for a few minutes. Closest hostile is that Loki 4 kilometers behind them, so... we don't need to destroy Gemini, we just need to escape. And they launch another wing. Who's Cancer? Bombers? Bomber's 12 kilometers away, that's a non-factor. I wonder if he's really on that Elysium. I'm not turning back now. "25 seconds, we don't have to destroy any GTVA assets." They're catching up, but not fast enough. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Primary objective complete. Placing the tracking device in Shadow's transport was as good an idea as any other. It's part of a special agent's basic training to think up these things I never would have thought of myself. When we emerged from subspace, we saw the Blue Thunder. Shadow was rendezvousing with the Infinity, known only in some underground circles. The Infinity serves as headquarters for Shadow's boss, a figure we know only as the Mafia boss. The Infinity, despite its size, is not a warship. Most of its time is spent cruising the edges of known space. It only ventures near civilized space on very rare occasions. This meeting with Shadow was apparently one such occasion. The ship is large and far too heavily armored for our weapons to even scratch, but that never was our intent. The Infinity's presence didn't alter our plans in the slightest. We still wanted to disembowel the Blue Thunder's crew cabin and then get out. Shadow was still en route to dock with the Infinity when we arrived. All three of us knew what we had to get him before he got aboard the Infinity. Time was critical. The battle was quick and furious. You are as persistent as you claim to be. This time, however, you are out of your league. Leave now or die. Is that your idea of an escort? Now it's your turn. Save your breath. He's not in the cockpit anymore. He must be making his way to the docking seal. Remember, complete. And cutscene. Huh, what are we doing now? That's not one of us. How 7th Ravens will escort you on your final approach. Aquitaine out. Did I miss dialogue? So that was it. We severed our Mafia ties with Shadow and our lives changed forever. Shadow was right about one thing. The GTVA was indeed unprepared to counter the NTF at that time. They needed every ale-eyed patriot they could get their hands on. They offered to look over my wanted status if I joined them. I didn't refuse. The adventure took a heavy emotional toll on Alex, who said goodbye to both of us. He said he couldn't support any side in a war. In his eyes, neither side represents ideological truth, only an effort to break wills and expand control. I haven't heard from Nicholas either. I hear rumors that he joined the GTVA for some espionage work, placing him right back in his old profession. Whatever he's doing, I imagine he's content with it. And me? The fact that we're sitting in this withered-down cantina on board a GTVA installation lets you draw easy conclusions. I don't practice my old profession anymore. I found a better cause, here in the GTVA. It's not that I disrespect Alex's decision to stay out. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened had I decided to go with him. I guess we'll never know. And now let me turn my attention to you. Jack reaches for a GTVA application form and shows it to you. Are you willing to fill out this form? It's a decision you shouldn't take lightly. War is a complex monster, filled with passionate ideologies and twisted beliefs. Alex was right about that. Wars bring about major changes. The question you need to ask yourself is not whose leadership you support, but whose victory you want to prevent. Your credentials are pretty good. If you play your cards right, I can get you a spot with one of the Aquitaine squadrons. Thank you for playing our mini-campaign, The Creator and His Aide. So I guess the person he's telling the story to is supposed to be implied to be Freespace 2's Alpha 1. So of course we garner no statistics because the cutscene was technically a different mission. So its all-time total for the campaign was 19 with 3 assists. 10 Hercs, 7 Lokis, 1 Myrmidon, and 1 Argo. So this has been Rogues. A mini-campaign for Freespace 2. A mini-campaign by TopAce. recently departed. May he rest in peace. We will continue with Journey to Epsilon Pegasi, another of his campaigns. This is Paladin Gaming, signing off.